Welcome everybody to another Sunday mastermind of our goal achievement mastery journaling and our 9 steps goal achievement mastery program. How is everybody tonight? Everybody good? Thumbs up if you're good. Thumbs up even if you're not. Okay. All right, so tonight, as advertised, we are going to be looking at what is the mission statement for your life. This is very exciting because this is really a key component when we are looking to achieve our goals in our life. It's really important that we have a very clear vision of what our mission is, right? Because if you don't know what your mission is, you can't carry it out. And if you don't carry out your mission, you're just kind of throwing darts in the dark in your attempts to accomplish something or in your attempts to grow and prosper and expand, unfold, and evolve. So let's talk about mission statements. Let me give you an example of what some of them look like. Let's go over here. All right, this is the mission statement for Walt Disney Company, one of my heroes, Walt Disney. The mission of the Walt Disney Company is to be one of the world's leading producers and providers of entertainment and information. Using our portfolio of brands to differentiate our content, services, and consumer products, we seek to develop the most creative, innovative, and profitable entertainment experiences and related products in the world. All right, that's a lot of words, but basically you get kind of here at the bottom. They want to develop the most creative, innovative, and profitable entertainment experiences, right, for the world. So that's their mission statement. Let me go to another mission statement here, and I will take you to mine, which I shared on the Facebook page. And this is a work in progress, but I inspire people to turn their mess into their message and their message into their movement. I inspire people to turn their challenges into opportunities and their strengths into possibilities. I do this through providing high-quality, results-oriented coaching services, online classes, both live and evergreen, workshops, seminars, and mastermind meetings. Okay? So do you see a trend in those two things, right? Disney's and mine. There is a trend there. And I'm going to go to this page here. So I was looking up what are the 3 most important parts of a mission statement? Well, it is, what do you do, right? That's common sense. First thing is, what do you do, right? What does your company do? But this is for your life. So instead of this being about your company, right, this is about you, right? What do you do? What's the most important thing that you do each day that makes an impact on the world, that touches other people's lives, right? That provides value to the world, right? What is it that you do and that you strive to do more of and better, right? Take a moment and write that down on your piece of paper, right? What is it you get up in the morning, declaring yourself that wonderful vehicle for wisdom, love, and freedom? What are you seeking to do? How are you seeking to impact others and the world every day? Take a moment, think about it, write it down. It doesn't have to be perfect. Write, and you can write 2 or 3 sentences like I did. And it can be a number of different things. If you start each day inspired to help yourself and others become happier, healthier, wiser, live a more balanced life, feel more supported, feel cared for, or you desire to have yourself and others become more awakened and more supported, whatever it is, right? We all have those things that we dedicate ourselves to each day. But beyond that, what is it that you're actually doing, right? Give you another minute to do that. Okay, and of course you can work on this on your own. The second thing is, how do you do it? How do you accomplish the thing that you are striving to do? Right? Disney does it through creating the highest quality entertainment features and the highest quality information. I help people, turn their mess into a message, into a movement through coaching, through workshops, seminars, through masterminds, online courses. How do you do the things that you do? How do you do the do that you do? Okay, and again, you'll have time to continue to work on this. The third key, and I think one of the most important things, is why do you do the do that you do, right? Why do you do that? Okay. Well, I do it because I want to help people overcome their challenges and make something positive from them. I want to turn those challenges into opportunities. I want to make their lives better. I want to help them utilize their strengths and turn them into new possibilities, right? That's why I do it. I want to improve their quality of life. I want to help them become happier, healthier, more independent, more self-reliant. And why do I do that? Because I can, number one. And number two, I want that to be my legacy. I want to be known, as someone who dedicated themselves to making other people's lives better. I want to have that positive effect on other people. So take a few moments. Let's finish that up. And then finally, you want to have a mechanism to put your mission statement to work, right? So many times I've worked with so many companies that had these beautiful, wonderful mission statements on their walls when you walk into their offices. And they have them on the walls, but they really don't communicate it to their people, and they're not living it. It's just something cool or something pretty they put on the wall. We don't want that to be the case. If we take the time to look deeply into our soul, our mind, and our heart, and create a real, authentic, honest mission statement, we want to live it. We want to put it to work every day. And the daily goal mastery journaling system helps you do that, right? It's helping you reconnect with your mission statement every day. It's helping you get inspired, right? When you do that affirmation, you can include your mission statement in that affirmation, right? You could include in your goals for the day, carrying out these components of your mission statement. This all helps us lead more focused, conscious, purpose-driven lives, right? Where we're not flailing around just trying to survive and get through the day. We are very clear about who we are, what we came here to do, why we came here to do it, and who we came here to serve, right? And that's all tied into your mission statement. And we can tie all of that into our goal mastery journaling system work every single day, right? You can be visualizing yourself doing it in your morning contemplation, and you could be visualizing yourself doing it before you go to sleep, and you will start doing it in your dreams. I carry out my mission statement 24 hours a day. I'm working on it during my waking time, and I'm conscious of working on it when I'm in my dream state. Consciously trying to help people, trying to inspire people, trying to lead them into a greater awareness of their incredible possibilities. Just like Bridget, right, Bridget? Bridget helps so many people. All right, so there you have it. That's the basic foundation.
Also, I was mute. So was you wanna yeah.
I'm sorry, Bridget, you broke up and I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said something. I did. Can you hear me now? Hello?
You want me to put that back up? What do you do? How do you do it? Why do you do it?
Yeah,
And
my speakers to be
sorry, Bridget, we're not able to hear what you're saying. If you want to type it in the chat, I'll respond to it if you type it in the chat.
I can't tell you.
Okay, if you type it in the chat, I'll respond to it. Okie dokie.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so who would like to share the mission statement for their life? Who'd like to give me what you came up with today? And it's not set in cement, it's not set in stone, but what'd you come up with? I'm interested. I'm curious. Who's first? Raise your little golden electronic hand.
Oh, I do that? Okay. Golden electronic hand. Reactions.
So yeah, if you go down to reactions on the bottom, it says raise hand.
There. Boop.
Raise your hands in the air. All right, Summery, you go first.
I facilitate people moving from human doings to sensing, expressing, and living the fullness of their being.
Wow. Okay. And how do you do that?
I do that by workshops and coaching in doodling, drawing, and painting, and how this creativity reconnects them to their life purpose.
Cool. And why do you do that?
Why do I do that is because I am both fascinated and drawn to help people dial down their neurological system, relax into who they authentically are, and align with the contribution that they yearn to be in the world.
Wow. Okay.
And I don't know how to make it work for me every day. I wrote it down as a question to visualize myself having it work for me.
Well, if the mission statement is the very core of what it is, of who it is we are and what it is that we do, visiting it every day, right? Just like, you start every day declaring yourself and your love, for the divine things and the divine purposes. And, we try to become co-workers and conscious vehicles for, that wisdom, love, and freedom that comes from the highest. That we do the same thing with our mission statement, right? We review it and we work through it and from it, right?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Work through it and from it.
Okay.
Okay. And, let's keep refining it so that it becomes very simple and clear, so that you could explain it to someone in middle school and they would understand what you're saying. Because the simpler it is, the easier it is to do, and the easier it is to align with, right? So we want to use simple, common words that are very clear and descriptive. Any questions, Summery?
No, I wanted to say it out loud because I didn't, how I would have worked on it for a week before sharing it otherwise.
Yeah. But that's why we want to get you to just jump right out.
So I'll work on simple, clear, and common words over the week.
And I appreciate you saying it out loud and saying it proud, and working from it and through it. So thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, the marvelous Marvin.
I've got a good starting point. Can you hear me?
Cool. Yeah, would you speak a little louder though? Your volume is very low.
All right. I don't know why I have so much trouble with volume. My microphone's not working. Can you hear me now?
Just talk a little louder. Raise your biological volume about 3 clicks.
All right. Let me. I'll jack up the volume here.
Better,
Okay.
better.
So my mission is bringing people together in love, health, and harmony.
Nice.
How do I do that? That's a work in progress. I think it starts with listening and validating people. People really need that. Did I lose you?
No, and why do you do that?
Because I want to help people to be healthier, happier, and more spiritually awake and aware,
Nice.
which makes them happier. And a mechanism, journaling, dream journaling, and connecting with people on a regular basis, with family and friends on a regular basis, to listen and stay connected with them and help serve them.
Great, good start.
It's all a work in progress. It's got a lot of work to do on it.
Hey, we're all a work in progress and we all have work to do. So, but this was a start. You can't get anywhere if you don't start. And this was a really good start. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Uncle Donnie.
Going after my wife is always like, she's always the A+ student, it's kind of like JoJo. It's like, gee, they put the bar up really high, but this is what I wrote. So I wrote, to be a pure channel for love and upliftment to others around me, and then lighten up, appreciate, support, recognize. And the way I do it is I use humor, beauty, music, film, and words to encourage, acknowledge, teach, coach, and exemplify.
Awesome.
And why do I do this? I do this because I'm a midwife for creatives. That's kind of my that's kind of like my
Your tagline.
tagline.
Yeah.
I'm a midwife to creatives. So and that comes kind of from my background as a teacher and a facilitator and a coach. I mean, like a cheerleader. Like I'm a cheerleader for people. I'll share one real quick thing. Doug Cunin gave a talk at the Temple last month, and there was a line in his talk where he wanted to have like a soul travel experience. He wanted to get something dramatic. And so when he did his contemplation and his visualization, what he saw was a square. And he was like, is that it? And the inner voice said to him, love the square, or give love to the square. And he did, and then it opened up and it turned golden, and it was a portal. and he took off. So I saw Doug today, and I have like a running joke with him. I go like this. I make this symbol, and I say, "Love the square." And to me, what that is, it means to go out in the world. You know, I'm like, I'm a hipster. I'm sort of a wannabe hipster. It's like I'm a cool dude and all this, you know. And so you go out in the world and you meet people who are, you know, maybe they're not as cool as you. They're not as swift, smart, whatever, but you give them love anyway, you know, you give them love anyway. And then all of a sudden it turns out that they're not a square, they're a portal into something amazing, you know, like you talk to some little old lady and then turns out, you know, there's this amazing story or something like that. Or, you know, you talk to the guy sweeping the street or the post, whatever. So yeah, that's my the mission statement, how to put it to work. It's like, for me, it's like to exemplify it in when I go out into the world. And if I'm full of love and I'm loving and I'm, you know, aware and I'm giving love, that's going to come back to me. If I go out and I see wonder and I see beauty, it's going to come back to me. So, yeah.
Beautiful.
That's beautiful. People being portals. I love that.
Yeah. And it's so true. You know, every person, right? Every situation, every place, everything is a portal for, receiving and giving more wisdom, love, and freedom. But, you know, love is the key to every door, right?
I got my car stolen last month.
Yeah.
I got my car stolen, and every time I would say it, people were like, "Oh, you got your car!" You know, there was like this kind of tension and drama, and you know, the car is like a very potent symbol in our culture. It's like
Sure.
your car, you know, it's your, you know, it's like one of your bodies almost. And it was sort of a, you know, at first it was kind of a shock. I came out of a job with a friend at 8:30, and it was gone, and it was like, what, you know, and then it's, you know, all these adventures started to unfold, you know. And one of the first jujitsu things I was able to do with it was, people would say, "Oh, your car." I said, "Hey, I'm not in the Ukraine. Nobody's shooting at me. I have a warm place to sleep. I got somebody at home that loves me. I'm safe. It's a car. It's gone. It's a material." And they would kind of like look at me and say, "Oh, well, that's kind of a good attitude. You know, that's a good attitude." So I got to do that for like a month with the insurance company and all kinds of things that could really get you agitated. But somehow I managed to, for the most part, 95%, I stayed pretty cool about it. And one thing is like a smart friend of mine, you know, who had some insurance experience, he said, "You know what? You're probably going to come out ahead." And guess what? I did. You know, I got a replacement vehicle, you know. I mean, there was some inconvenience. But there were some also amazing stories that after the show I'll share with you in the coffee room. You know.
Yeah, you know, if your attitude is right, if your heart is right in the right place, you will come out ahead rather than a butt. It always is the case.
Right.
You know?
There's got to be a pony in here.
That's right. That's right. Well, thank you, Uncle Donnie.
Thanks, Uncle Mikey. It's nice. I'm so glad to be back with you guys. I'm like,
we're glad to have you back. All right. Anyone else? Yes, no, maybe?
Oh, I'm going to put my hand up here. Yeah, where am I?
Go!
Yeah, where's the hand?
I'll go after Carol because she was first.
All right.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, basically, you know, I was feeling like, oh, I don't have a mission statement. But after hearing Marvin and Uncle Don speak, I feel like, yes, I can relate to both of them. And I've had a change in my life, something that was a goal, like all this lifetime kind of fell through the cracks, so to speak, but I'm fine with it. So now I have to dream again, and I really didn't write anything down. So I just want to say thank you. Like, it's, to me, listening to them, theirs wasn't as concrete as, well, to me, it wasn't as concrete. I related to it though. Like, that's how I sort of feel. So, I mean, I don't have a business or whatever, but I just wanted to say thank you.
You're welcome. Well, again, use the framework for thinking about creating a direction for your life. It doesn't have to be a business, doesn't have to be a occupation, it doesn't have to be any of that stuff. It's about what gets you up, what gets you moving, what gets you doing, and what gets you extending beyond just for yourself into a way of connecting and creating value for the world, right?
Yes, thank you. It's a big change for me, and I'm, it's like a vacuum that hasn't really been filled yet, I feel.
Start filling it.
Thank you.
All right. And have fun doing it. It's not meant to be serious and painful. Jojo.
Okay, so simple. I put so what is my mission is declaring myself to be a good vehicle for love. I want to be an example of compassion, love, success, and freedom. And how do I do that? By being in the moment and staying present, becoming the already achieved higher self, even when I don't want to. And so why do I, let me see, why do I do it, right? And is I'm clearing up the cobwebs of my actions, and I love that I can help others be better.
Beautiful, beautiful. And becoming your already goal achieved higher self, even when you don't want to. The beauty of this whole process is you already are that, right? So what we're striving to do is just live life from that state of consciousness. Bring that out into everything that you think, say, and do, because it already exists, right? It's a matter of we want to connect with it and bring it out. So that mindset takes a lot of the stress and a lot of the self-judgment and a lot of the, making this an unachievable chore. You already are the already goal achieved higher self. We want to work from that state of consciousness. We want to continue to connect with it, embrace it, and start to work from it, and not see ourselves as separate from it. See it as a valid, already existing part of us. We just want to get closer to it, and we want to start talking through it, thinking through it, acting through it. That state versus an illusionary limited state that, well, I'm not that smart, I'm not that creative, I'm not that spiritual, I'm not that wealthy, I'm not that this. That is a mindset of lack. It is a mindset of someday, somehow, maybe I'll be, but I'm not that great right now. But someday I could be. No, it's I already am that. I was created that way. I already am this. I'm going to spend a lot of time getting intimately close to and connected to that state, so that I begin to see myself as that already, and I start acting as if, right? And if you've ever seen children, or if you've ever played pretend when you were little, right? And you think about this thing you're pretending to be, if you pretended to be that thing every day, you would start to change and actually take on the characteristics of that thing or person, right? That you were imagining yourself to be, right? That's why in the Your 9 Steps program, in the very first step, we looked at assessing and connecting with that archetypal hero that's inside of the archetypal characters, right? Learning their characteristics because they're inside of you. And then we learn there is a brave hero inside of us. There is a creative creator inside of us, right? There is a regal ruler inside of us. There are all of those things inside of us. We need to simply play that part until it becomes a reality. Very cool. Claudette.
Okay, my mission statement is I am here to inspire and teach people with enthusiasm on how to heal themselves at all levels.
Beautiful. Beautiful. How do you do that?
Oh, yes, of course. How I will do it? Well, I'm by living fully, by growing my own food, by educating myself on a regular basis, by taking action to grow spiritually, by practicing Qigong. So it's, working on my emotional state. That's the basic that I do every day.
Great. And why do you do that?
Well, I always been fascinated by healing. I choose to become an acupuncturist because, and more, I am fascinated on how to use the thought to heal myself and my emotion, and that's now my next step.
Okay. And then after you do that, what is the contribution that makes to the world?
Well, I don't know how this will because we are in this process of growing our food. We'll connect with people. We'll see how, I need to figure out how I can teach these people that I will connect with, because here I'm totally isolated. And I need to figure out to attract some people. So I think it's just a movement, and it's starting something new.
Okay, good. Good. Continue to think about it. Continue to journal about it. Use the journal.
Mm-hmm.
Continue to explore that. And also, because we have the internet, because we have social media, because we have, email system, we have all of the electronic tools to, no matter how isolated you are geographically, you can be in contact with millions of people. So it doesn't matter where you are, it matters what you are. Right?
Okay.
All right, excellent. Okay, who else? And remember, what you're sharing is not set in stone. We're not looking for it to be, perfected and you're going to run out tomorrow and you're going to be graded on. No, it's just what did you come up with today? Tomorrow you might change it. You might, expand it. You might fine tune it. But just interested to see what you came up with. If you want to share it. If not, that's okay. It's okay. And if
Can anyone hear me at all?
we can hear you, but you are very garbled because of the internet.
Me? Oh, okay. I can come back and see if you hear me.
We can't.
What do I do?
Could you?
That inspire people to find happiness.
Okay, So you were able to type in the chat, I'm having trouble hearing. So could you, right, so could you please type in the chat what you want to share with us, and I'll read it to the group, okay?
I typed something in the chat. Did you see it?
So please
Okay.
type in the chat what you were going to share, and I will read it to everybody. But we're not able to understand what you're saying because it sounds like it's metallic garble. And that's because of the internet connection.
Okay.
Okay? So type it in there, and I'll read it to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay? Who else? Any questions? Jojo.
So since you mentioned that we can add or edit the mission statement that we just created, does that imply that the mission statement is going to change regularly?
It doesn't imply that it's going to change regularly. What it implies is that over time, you might be expanding in what you do, right? And you want to include that in the mission statement. In other words, the portion of it and what you do and how you do it may expand, right? Not, for instance, if your business changes and you change who you serve, if your specialty changes, right? You can always update your mission statement, right? I might decide that I don't do coaching anymore. I just do online classes. And that may change just because of circumstances that are out of my control. So you want to update that regularly, but it doesn't mean it has to change dramatically. It just means that you might be able to fine tune it, right? Just like Disney did, right? Disney started out making movies, right? And cartoons, right? But Disney expanded into providing entertainment experiences. They moved from cartoons to movies to theme parks, experiences, right? Multi-sensory experiences through their theme parks. And now they are a communication network. And they've purchased other companies, right? Disney purchased Pixar. Disney purchased Marvel Comics. Disney's purchased all kinds of things. So that their mission statement has expanded. Does that make sense, Jojo?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. Let's see. So Bridget says that she loves writing stories to inspire people to find happiness and worthiness in their own lives. Beautiful. So that's what you do. That's why you do it. And how you do it. Next, what you would want to put in there, Bridget, is how do you get the stories that you write to the people you are trying to inspire and make happy? Are you doing it in a blog? Are you publishing them? Are you putting them up in social media? How is it that you're doing that? That would be another part to your mission statement you'd want to add. Marvin.
So the biggest challenge in this is the why part. Because I could make up anything for a why. But so I'm not sure how to attack the why.
It requires honest and authentic self exploration, right? It requires having some honest conversations with yourself about, why do I want to do this? What does it do for me? How does it make me feel? How does it improve my quality of life? How does it improve other people's quality of life? Those are the whys that require contemplation, right? And honesty, right?
I know I get the biggest kick out of bringing people together into groups.
Cool.
I've been doing that for a really long time, and I just get the biggest kick out of it when I see the value that people get out of participating in different groups that I've connected them with, or different people that I've connected them with. But that doesn't explain the why.
But
Or
you
does
get a kick, you say. But if you were to dig deeper into that, does that feed your sense of self-importance to the world? Yes, it does. Does that feed your self-confidence that you can make a positive contribution to other people? Yes, it does. Does that, feed your self-worth? Yes, it does. Does
So
that
the
make
why
you
is
feel,
about me?
what's that?
So the why is about me?
The why is about both how does it serve you as well as how does it serve the other people.
Okay.
There
Okay.
has to be an equal give and take there, right? You have to be receiving something as equally as valuable as what you're giving, right?
That answers my question. How does it serve me and how does it serve them?
Right. What's the value and how can you measure it?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Bridget goes on here. How does Bridget share her writing? Through talking, teaching, exploring, and writing for people and organizations. She writes stories from the heart. She does not have a blog yet, but I think maybe she's contemplating doing that. Why does she do it? I do because I want to help people use their stumbling blocks into stepping stones. Awesome. I want to leave a great positive impact on people so that they feel that they can do anything. Awesome. So again, the next step to all of this is operationalizing your mission statement, right? Once we really have it clear, it's clearly defined, it's specific, it's transferable into things to do today, then we want to operationalize it. We want to do those things every day, make sure that our actions each day, our thoughts, our words, and our deeds are congruent with the mission, right? Because that will dictate that we are making the best use of our time every day. If our goal is to achieve those certain things, we want to make sure that the things we think, say, and do align with that, and how we plan our day aligns with that, so that we are moving forward in actually manifesting that mission. Everyone, whether they know it or not, has a mission. Those who know what their mission is, who know specifically what they want to accomplish with it, know specifically how they're going to do it and why they're going to do it, tend to be more successful and achieve their goals faster and are able to do more because they're very clear every day on this is what I'm all about. This is my mission. This is how I achieve it. This is why I do it. This is who I do it for. Every day it's very, very clear. This is what I do. Versus constantly waking up in the morning and saying, what am I going to do? How am I going to do it? I don't know. What's my purpose today? Believe me, I know people who wake up and all they've got figured out is they wake up, they have breakfast, they watch television, they have lunch, they watch television, they have dinner, they watch television, and they go to bed. What was the mission? What was the purpose? Where's the value? What did you get besides brain drain from all the TV, right? But, you know, there are millions and millions of people that's their life, you know, because they don't have clarity of what their mission is. Millions of people that's their life, you know, right? They don't have the clarity. They don't have, their life is not defined. It's not shaped. It's not organized. And again, that's why the daily goal mastery journaling system is so important, because it helps you get all of that stuff aligned, helps you work through it step by step every day.
That's right.
Bridget says, that's why I love the journaling. It really makes me know what I am doing today. It really helps you be clear about what you're doing. Absolutely. Okay, so work on that. I invite you to work on that. I invite you to explore that, contemplate on it, keep fleshing it out, keep, you know, updating it, and keep finding ways to integrate it with your journaling. Keep finding ways to integrate it with your 9-step process. Okay? All right. So with that, I want to thank you for being here today. Thank you for making the effort to find clarity in your mission, clarity in your purpose in this life. Thank you for being the shining, amazing lights that you are out in the world. I love you all, and I'm really, really grateful for you and happy to be working with you in this cool thing that we do. And I hope that you will share that with other people so we can have an even bigger circle of people, you know, learning to live a more limitless life and shine a brighter light every day. So thank you all, love you all, and we will see you next time. Take care.
Thank you, Mike. Really, really great conversation.
Awesome. I'm glad it was valuable.
Transformational.
That's my goal.